A Date with Debbie was a 1960 comic book series published by DC, about a teenage girl named Debbie. And that's about it. As you can tell from the art style, it was obviously created to ride the coattails of the popular Archie comics. In fact, the whole thing is a copy of an earlier comic, 1940's A Date with Judy, with stories being recycled straight from the pages. Ironic, because aside from documenting the love triangle of Archie, Betty, and Veronica, as well as the escapades of the Riverdale gang, with an occasional mystery, teenage witch, and furry pop band thrown in, Archie was always trying to come up with their own superhero titles, each company in a bid to steal the other's demographic. And while you might run into someone who remembers the Archie superheroes, nobody remembers Date with Debbie. Unless you happen to be an admirer of big beautiful women, then you've probably seen these scans of a short 5-page story, featuring Debbie's large lady friend, Lil Leah. Take it off. The story opens with Debbie remarking how that is the third scale Lil Leah has destroyed this week. Want to make it 4? Lil Leah says she can't help it, since she's always hungry, as they casually wander into a children's park, and use the seesaw. Ah, those crazy 1960s teenagers, with their loud music, and their long hair, and playing on park equipment intended for 10-year-olds. Of course this is a setup for the oldest big person sight gag. Lil Leah confesses she wouldn't mind losing some weight, so she could get the attention of Henry, who is what happens when you mix Jughead with Popeye. Debbie volunteers to be Lil Leah's diet coach, going so far as to have Lil Leah move in with her for a couple of weeks, so she can keep her on an exercise regimen, and her snacking in check. Is that just something parents allowed in the 60s? Have your kid's friend live in your home, and just ignore all the loud, sweaty, groaning coming from their room. But Debbie changes her tune, after Lil Leah starts getting more attention from the boys than her, at which point she invites Lil Leah over again, for a big meal, in order to fatten her up again. I don't know what pisses me off more, the fact that Debbie would pull such an insecure and underhanded maneuver, or that we didn't get to see what happened. Also, why didn't they follow through with the whole Henry thing? I thought the big twist was going to be Henry actually likes big women. If you're watching this video, then I think we can all agree that Lil Leah looks better this way. Heck, you probably don't even need to be a chubby chaser, since she's more thick than fat. Why aren't there more curvy, plump characters in these comics anyway? The only other one I can think of is Cousin Cuddles, from Millie the Model. Another, old 1950s comic that got revamped when Archie got popular. I know, she should get fatter. Cuddles is what Millie would look like, if she were heavy. In fact, she's actually proud of her girth, and wonders why she can't be a model like Millie herself. In this ironic twist, Cuddles doesn't get a job at the model agency, but actually ends up dating and marrying the owner. Of course, we never see Cuddles or Lil Leah ever again, appearing only once in their respective issues. Why are these only one-shot characters? I mean, I'm looking at the 80-year run of Archie comics, and they never decided to make a fat female part of the regular cast. Millie the Model has Daisy, Millie's roommate. But she's just kinda short and a little chubby. But hey, that's enough to make it stand out. Unlike Date with Debbie, which has nothing, and only ran for 18 issues before cancellation. And by the way, these are the only 5 pages I can find of this comic online. So there you go, Debbie, the only reason anyone knows you is because of your cute, fat friend. Other than that, nothing but a bunch of covers. From far away, it kinda looks like Archie is making out with Reggie.